Can't seem to get a straight cut? You might need a new rear blade guide assembly. The rear blade guide assembly is one of two guide assemblies on your portaband. The guides support the blade side to side to limit the blade's ability to twist. This helps to give a straight cut. The guides also support the rear of the blade, so it isn't pushed off the tire when you apply pressure to it during a cut. The guide assembly consists of the guide block and 3 bearing guides. Over time, the bearings will wear and eventually seize. The block itself can become damaged by the blade, metal fatigue, or from accidental damage such as dropping the saw. Replacing the rear blade guide assembly is a repair that you can do yourself, and I'm going to show you how. The rear guide block is secured to the rear housing with 2 screws, one here and one on the other side. There's also a screw that secures the bumper to the rear guide block. I'll start by removing that screw. I have limited clearance here, so the easiest way to remove the screw is with a socket. Next, I'll remove this screw. This screw is a little longer because it first passes through the guide block and then secures to the housing. Now I've flipped the saw over to access the last screw. I'll go ahead and remove it. Now I can install the new guide block assembly. I want to make sure that the 2 bearings next to each other are up against the bumper and the single bearing is back towards the wheel. I'll start with the long screw to get the guide secured into place. I'm going to leave this a little loose for now so I can adjust the guide for the other 2 screws. Now I'll replace the screw that passes through the bumper. This is the shortest of the 3 screws and should have a lock washer on it. And again, I'm going to leave it a little loose for now. And now I'll secure the last screw. This one I can go ahead and tighten all the way up. And I'll finish up by tightening down the 2 screws that I left loose.